Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see, the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Makes the first down, but crazy Price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Looking for some space. It's Owens. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To throw, it's Weigman. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But we stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Back to throw. It's Weigman. Short throw complete to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Ball handed off.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back now goes in motion. Has the first down and more. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him the chance to pick up some big yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to find some room. It's Smith. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
He stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. And
oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Here's the second down play. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Longhorns are in the red zone now. Trying to run. It's Blue. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run it here. Got space, looking to score. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. It's Weigman. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Using his legs, it's Moss. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Choosing to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. The punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play there by the sophomore quarterback. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead,
makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. To the air, it's Manning. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
28, Texas A&M, 14.
And the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Check.
Same tailback, another carry. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Gonna run it. It's Blue. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It tests the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. That's a crucial touchdown, Chris. The offense adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Took contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The Aggies will crank up the tempo.
A great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Weigman. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical critical interception here late in this game.
On the option, it's Manning. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And they down this one just shy of the 40-yard line. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Texas 35, Texas A&M 14.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Grab down the middle. It's Green. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Aggies come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Barber. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. 3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Dropping back. It's Weigman. Looking for the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's a short completion of the big tight end. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Has caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the beatdown continues. Now the important point after it's out. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
42, Texas.
Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
For the offense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to the right, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He's got a man down the middle. Worked out at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense really clicking.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Number 7 with the grab and the score.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And there's the point after.
The kick is good.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
42, Texas A&M. 21, Texas.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time.
Will take over. First and 10.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Second down.
To throw, it's Manning. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film.
And looking for a big play here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a sophomore making an impact play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even